Imagine for a moment, you're up there looking out from the flight deck. Down below, the airport. It's this huge, complex dance, isn't it? Planes moving, crews rushing, baggage carts everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're seeing, it's more than just, operations. It's built on this invisible, super intricate web of protection, keeping everyone safe, on board, and on the ground.
Absolutely. That web, that's aviation security. And if you're aiming to command an aircraft, well, understanding it, it's not just about passing some test.
No, it's fundamental, core mission stuff.
Exactly. What looks like routine checks, maybe the security line you've stood in a million times, or, seemingly obscure rules, they're the bedrock, the absolute foundation for the whole global aviation system.
Right.
Every single rule, every procedure, all the tech, it serves this vital, often unseen purpose, guarding against threats that are, well, unfortunately persistent and always evolving. It's about building resilience, really, into every single layer of flight.
And if you're knee-deep in your ATPL theory prep, this isn't just abstract stuff for an exam paper.
Oh, definitely not.
It's a critical area, demands your full attention. So today on the Deep Dive, we're going to cut through all that complexity. We're diving straight into the absolute must-knows of aviation security.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be focusing particularly on the critical info from ICAO Annex 17 and related documents. Think of this as your personalized shortcut to really mastering aviation security.
That's cool.
Our mission today, distill the really important concepts, the key definitions, the procedures. Make sure you're not just ready to nail those exam questions, but you actually get the why behind it all.
And we'll definitely be repeating some key knowledge points.
Mm-hmm.
Really hammer them home so they stick.
Exactly. And our main source, we're leaning heavily on a foundational text. Aviation security, safeguarding civil aviation operations.
It's a really comprehensive framework for understanding global aviation security. We'll be pulling out the core insights to give you that solid, robust understanding you need.
All right, let's pull back the curtain then, get right to the core. At the heart of all this international aviation security stuff, we find ICAO Annex 17.
Mm-hmm. The big one.
Yeah. So for everyone listening, especially you studying for the ATPLs, what exactly is Annex 17, and what's its big picture goal? What's the grand aim here?
Okay, so Annex 17, it's a critical part of the Chicago Convention. It basically lays out the standards and recommended practices, the SARPs, specifically for security.
SARPs, right, got it.
And its general aim is pretty direct, actually. It's to safeguard civil aviation operations against acts of unlawful interference. Simple as that, but huge implications.
Safeguard against unlawful interference.
Okay, and that's not just a suggestion. It's the fundamental principle driving all international aviation security efforts. And within that big aim, Annex 17 gets even more specific. It lays out the primary objective for every single contracting state.
Yes.
Safety of passengers, crew, ground personnel, and the general public. It puts human life, human well-being right at the very top. Absolute priority.
Okay, so safeguarding operations against unlawful interference, and the number one objective is safety of people. How does that actually translate, in the real world? How does it underpin everything else states do for security?
Well, it's basically a comprehensive directive. It means that every security measure, from how you design an airport terminal right from the start to, the super specialized training for the folks operating the screening gear, it all has to feed directly back into those two goals.
Right. Safeguarding operations, protecting people.
Well, exactly. It forces this holistic view. For a state, prioritizing safety means committing serious resources, setting up strong legal frameworks, sharing intelligence, actively cooperating internationally, all to prevent, detect, and respond to threats.
It's a massive undertaking.
It really is. It's about creating an environment where unlawful interference is deterred, sure, but also, if something does happen, the impact is minimized. And preserving life is always, always the top concern. Every security decision flows back to those core principles. It's more than just rules. It's like a guiding philosophy.
That makes a lot of sense. And speaking of clarity, aviation security, just like aviation itself, has its own very...
All right. Many thanks for listening to this free part of the ATPL Theory podcast. If you want to continue learning and access the full comprehensive guide, go to my Patreon at patreon.com/ATPLtheory or my Hero at herohero.co/ATPL. That is patreon.com/ATPLtheory or herohero.co/ATPL. Wishing you all the best.